sound right in my ear. But I know I got the headphones. I don't even know where I'm at right now. I think I'm in Connecticut. I'm headed to Maine though. I got 2 drop-offs in Maine. Coming from Pennsylvania again. This ain't fit to be no long live. I really was just coming live. So I can tell y'all that I'm going live on the other channel today. Probably not too long after I get done with this. The other channel, OG Options and Guidance, is, some of y'all might already be subscribed to it. If you're not, go ahead and do it. If you ain't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do it, because I'm going to keep posting over here. It's just going to be my celebrity news and political stuff. I'm trying to learn to start giving my stories a little slower so I can think about the way I word stuff, because I know sometimes I be too graphic. Sometimes I cuss too much and the algorithm be giving me the boot. And I really wasn't messed up when I first started. I didn't realize I was going to look up one day and I was going to have millions of views and all this stuff. So I was just, you know what I'm saying, on there going ham, talking how I want to talk. But we fit to get ready and switch over to the other channel today and start doing stores over there. I'm gonna hit y'all with a I'm still gonna hit you with the first Santa fraud, but I was thinking today, I'm like, man, did I ever tell them about my ex? The one that I'm gonna give y'all like the whole timeline. We wasn't together too long, but we was together for years, if it makes sense. I'm gonna have to explain that, because the reason I say too long is because we was together we got together right before I went to prison. And it's like, this motherfucker so fine, man. I can't think of old girl's name that she looked like. She just lighter. She looked like, okay, if you remember Candy from, what's that movie with Morris Chestnut and all the folks, the brothers? Is it the brothers? No, it ain't the brothers. Best Man. She looked like the stripper on Best Man, just red as hell. What's up with it? That's what she looked like. And I ain't lying, I might have to snatch a picture of her one day and post it real quick and put it back there. And I can't be just posting everybody's pictures. But I be wanting y'all to know that I don't be capping. Anyway, that's what they twins, except she's just lighter. A lot lighter. This motherfucker took me through hell and back, man. Like, while I was in the county, while I was in prison, after I came home, it's like I should have been learned my damn lesson, man, all the shit. The times she was pinching off my damn heart. So I'm gonna give y'all that story on Options and Guides, man. And hopefully somebody learn, like, when to see the signs that enough is a damn enough. You can't just keep putting yourself in your heart through these situations. Like, man, y'all hit that like button. That's another way the algorithm hold back. If ain't nobody liking your video, they ain't really gonna push it. But once people start liking it, then they push it. Like, they won't even push it to y'all. Because I'm going to tell you, since the last time I did a video a couple days ago, I done got about 300. It says one person in here watching this video right now. I done got about 300 subscribers in the last 3 days. What the folks say? The algorithm, you know what I'm saying? It can hurt you, it can help you. But it got a lot to do with what y'all do. But I need everybody to go over to the other channel, man. That's where I'm going to start telling these stories at. And I was saying that I was trying to remember if I even told y'all. It's like, I'm going to start over and give y'all more details on the stories I already told y'all. But when I started saying it the other day about how in prison, one of the big things is mind your business. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be telling y'all some stories of some shit I seen and some shit I heard. Because like Lil Wayne said one day, there's a big difference between looking and seeing, hearing and listening. Looking and listening will get your life took. Hearing and seeing, it can be on an accident, it can go unnoticed. If a dude get poked up in front of me, I ain't got to be looking when he run past me bleeding, dripping in red sauce, for me to see it. You know, I ain't got to be peeping around the corner trying to watch for me to see what's going on. I can be way back on the other side of the door. Same thing with listening. You ain't gotta listen to hear something. So I'm gonna give y'all some of them stories, man. But I'm gonna give y'all, you know, I tell y'all, man, I don't be ashamed of nothing. And even if I am, it's like I done learned that even the shit you ashamed of, once you go ahead and put it out there, you ain't gotta be ashamed no more. Once you put it out there, you ain't gotta hide from the world no more about nothing you done did, nothing you done said, nothing you done been through, none of your experiences. First of all, on this YouTube thing, I try to tell people that ask me should they start a YouTube. Yup, it's very it's an outlet, it's a way to vent. I'll say one thing about it is, that's how you're gonna find your people. Meaning the people who understand what you've been through, the people who get it, the people who've been through similar situations and they ain't had nobody to talk to, or they didn't think nobody else would understand. You're gonna help yourself and you're gonna help other people, bro, just by talking. You ain't always gotta give nobody no mystical, magical advice. Sometimes people just hearing that you've been through something similar to them helps them out tremendously. And we're gonna get back to it. It's strange to me because now when I tell stories, I be realizing, like, I'm not the openly religious type, but if you're talking about believing in God, that's me. Like, I don't have to go sit in a church and follow all the things they do, the rituals and all this and that. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with it. Some people need that, but me, when it crossed my mind, thank you, God. I thank God for the blessings I know about, the blessings I can't see, the blessings I'm just now seeing or thinking about that been happening. And that's every day. I know they like to tell you, you know what I'm saying, if you woke up today, you got something for, and that's true. But it'd be so many little blessings with this new job I got. Like, look, the job. I felt like the reason I lost my job lack. I felt like it just wasn't true. If y'all didn't hear that part, my boss called me into the office one day and he was like, hey, man, somebody called in on you and said you was swerving all over the highway like you was drunk. And I started to call the police to pull you over and give you a breathalyzer. I told you I wish you would have. That way you would have knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that I wasn't drunk. But I don't think that nobody really called in anyway. I think that was just his excuse of wanting to let me go. And people be like, man, why would you want to let you go? Well, you know, a lot of these people have their feelings, their personal feelings towards situations and people. But people not going to always let money, sometimes money ain't going to let people play you like that. They're going to give you the opportunity because it's beneficial. Well, the thing about that is, in this truck driving business, it don't take too long to find somebody else to get in that truck. So, once I done got in your truck and drove for 3 months, I done made you, you know what I'm saying, thousands and thousands of dollars. 2-3 months, you be made 50,000-60,000 off me. And now you got somebody that you more comfortable dealing with pop up, and they want to get off in the truck. And it's like, all right, bet, hold on, let me free up a truck for you. But yeah, you know, they just tell the person, man, let me free up a truck for you in about a week. And the reason I say that is because, and I explained this earlier too, like look,
in 3/4 of a mile, take the ramp on
I
the
own
right,
a business,
I-90 east toward Worcester.
and I think you in my truck drunk, you coming out that truck ASAP. Because you them little thousands you gonna make me this week or the next couple of days ain't worth it. Because if you is drunk and you kill somebody, they gonna sue me and they gonna get 200,000-300,000. So the 5, 6, 7, 8,000 you gonna make me this week ain't worth it. My truck, I might have spent 50, 60, 70, 80, 100,000 on the truck.
To I-90 east toward Worcester.
I let you ride around in my truck. You drive off the road and hit these trees or turn my truck up. I just lost insurance, ain't worth it. Because now my insurance going up, especially if somebody lose their life. You know what I'm saying? Now I got my insurance going up on every truck I got. Because I let your drunk ass ride around in my truck. Don't let the insurance people or the police or whatever find out that somebody called in and told y'all was drunk and you still let me ride around. Now you criminal. You're a part of it because you knew what was going on.
I-90.
So either way it go, it just ain't worth it. But the reason why I say I don't believe it is because he said it was like somebody called in on you last week. He was like, hey, I'm going to have the police come holler at you and find out what's going on. Like, he could have called the police like, hey, he passed a mile marker on Highway I-40 by Sheridan, coming through Sheridan. And the police is going to whoop, they're going to get on my bumper, pull me over, get this breathalyzer. It ain't like they got to go find me. They going to know exactly where I'm at. They gonna pull my drunk ass over, swerving up and down the highway in 2 to 3 minutes. They gonna be on my bumper like, hey, bro, let us holler at you. Step out, blow into this, step in this line, touch the tip of your nose. When the last time you had a drink? You know what I'm saying? They gonna pull me out that truck right then. That truck gonna be sitting on the side of the road. There's somebody from the company gonna show up and throw all my shit on the side of the road or take it back to the company and throw it in the trash. I'm be in jail. CDL's gone. That's why I say no, I don't believe that was the case. Because it would have been too easy to get me off the road and out of that truck. But like I said, sometimes these people who don't really like you, that'll use you to make them some money, is using you to make them some money. So if it's all about the money, now it makes sense for you to say, you know what? Give me a week. I'm gonna let dude stay in the truck driving for the next week. But when he pull back up here, I'm gonna snatch his ass out the truck, tell him get all this shit, go on about his business, and then I'm gonna call you and have you hop in the truck and take off. I have a truck for you. I'm gonna bring him in Thursday. His drop off at 3 o'clock. So you come around 6. That's simple. But I'm tripping, y'all. I ain't gonna say I'm tripping, but my phone trying to die. It ain't dying because it's plugged up. My charger's sitting in the truck, but I shake out the phone and it keeps shaking out. My screen turned black because I'm down to 5%. So I'm probably gonna wait a while to do this show on the other channel. I'm about 2 hours away from my drop off in Maine. I don't know how long that's gonna take. They say I'm gonna get there at 3:05. I'm gonna try to see if I can load it first come first serve type shit. That way, because I'm putting in over 1,000 miles today. Just because I've been driving since about 2 o'clock this morning. Message for some dental people. Yeah, I was about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I don't want to get up here. And with this job, I know they'll do it. Like I told y'all, driving this mail is different than driving regular cargo, regular freight. Mail got to be, it got to get where it's going. It got to be delivered. So we drive under federal rules, not just regular DOT rules and regulations. Explaining why I could drive 1,000 damn miles a day or better. And it's really 1,234 miles. I remember that because it was 1, 2, 3, 4 on my mileage. But that's on the way up here. And the people I'm driving for is Ukrainian. So really they ain't as bad as I thought they would try to be. Cause dude called me the other day and he was like, hey man, how you feel? I'm like, shit, I feel alright. He was like, man, can you drive her? I said, man, look, I ain't gonna lie. I really want to take my break here before I make that 5.5 hour trip back. I just got here, I've been driving all night. But I'm like, bro, you know, I just drove from Pennsylvania to goddamn me North Carolina, and then turned around with a little bit of sleep, drove back to Pennsylvania, grabbed the load, came straight to Virginia. Now you want me to come back? I said, man, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I really wanted to give me some rest in down here before I made the trip back up there. He was like, don't even trip. He said, man, go and get you some rest. Just try to be back up here by noon tomorrow. Like, yeah. Nigga, that's like 20 hours a day. Hell yeah, I'm gonna just rest and go shopping and come back and rest some more. And then I'm gonna head up there early in the morning, like 12, midnight. Get there about 6, and then I'm gonna rest until noon, and I'll be ready. That was yesterday when I got back up there. And called me around noon. He like, man, how you feel? I'm like, shit, I'm alright. He was like, look, I ain't trying to talk to you too fast. I ain't trying to hold you too long. This what we gonna do. I got you a load book for the morning. You straight with that? I'm like, in the morning? I thought I was going to do something right now. He was like, nah, it's in the morning. I'm going to send you the information. I'm like, bet, I'm straight, I got you. As soon as he hung with the phone, send me the information. I looked, I said, what the hell? 11 hours and 45 minutes, over 1,000 miles. I said, man, ain't that a bit? I said, but fuck it. I calculated that money. It was like, shit, I got $900 something tomorrow. I ain't never had a legal job where I made $900 something in a day. Man, let me hop on that shit. It ain't gonna forever be there right now. They paying a nigga 75 cents a mile for the rest of the year, up until January 1st. Then I think it's gonna drop down to like 65, 70. So I'm trying to eat them motherfucking 75 up. I ain't even going home for Christmas. I might push my go home time back another week. And we gonna give us in the mouth. I gotta take advantage. I gotta pay car note, house note, cell phones, credit card. I need to buy a new stove. I don't know, I think I did it.
In 1.5 miles, take exit 10 on the right.
My mama said she think the stove was already going out.
Then keep left.
On Thanksgiving, she was baking a 7-Up cake. And I'm like, Mom, I smell some burning. She was like, if some burning ain't nothing like a little runoff on that cake. So my niece came and got me. My niece was 5, she just turned 6 a couple days ago. But she came and got me, she was like, your mama wants you. She say, it's a fire in the kitchen. And I'm like, now she's like, your mama needs you, it's a fire in the kitchen. I'm like, fire in the kitchen? She's like, yeah, it's in the stove. And I'm like, man, I should be able to hear this. I ain't heard nothing. So I jump up and run in there. There's a little fire in the stove. Where
take exit 10 on the
cake,
right to I-290 east.
Well, a lot of the cake had ran off. Not just a little bit like she was saying. But a lot of the cake had ran off. And it was burning in the bottom of the stove. So
keep left to
I put the fire out,
I-290
did what I had to do,
then
get
keep
the fire
left.
out. But a lot of the stuff was down there still, you know what I'm saying? We baking cake, I can't just cut it. But at this point, I'm like, man, that cake was through. We let it try to cook a little bit, but it was through. So we finally concluded it's through. Yeah, when we finally concluded that it was through.
Keep left to I-290 east, then keep left.
Let everything cool down. And I got in there. And I got the scraping, like, especially the shit, trying to scrape up the shit that was down there at the bottom. And the burner, the core burner thing down there, not a core, but you know, the thing at the bottom of the oven, the heater thing, to turn red and put the heat out. I think I broke it some type of way and hit it, which I know that's an easy fix. But I was already gonna buy a new oven. I bought a brand new expensive refrigerator, stainless steel. You know, the bottom drawers, a smart refrigerator, you know, hook up to your phone, and all that shit. So I was gonna buy an oven to go with it, with the microwave to go over it, and then come back and get a new dishwasher. Because all the appliances we have in the kitchen is white. But I'm really tired of all this white shit.
I-290.
So, and then I'm when it's all said and done, we're doing countertops too. Some type of marble, might be white, like white gray or granite, something to go better with the appliances. But I think I had broke the bottom of the stove if it wasn't already broke. But my mom said she thought it was going in and out, which is why her cake didn't do right. Now, I was telling man, look, you're doing too much. You're trying to cook too much for Thanksgiving. You're getting up there in age. Everybody bringing something. You don't need to make green beans and a cake and a couple pies and casserole. And man, look, bro, you make you one thing, and you know what I'm saying. You want to buy some pies or something, take up there, that's cool. But you ain't got to cook everything yourself. Mama, you in your 70s now. You know what I'm saying? Calm down, relax. And it's stressing you out. I can see it. Like, you was very not yourself in this kitchen right now. You're angry, you're mad, you're handling people rough with your mouth, talking about what you're gonna do and what you ain't gonna do. And I know you the one still, but hey, I'm gonna look out for my mama, whether she want me to or not. Just like she did for me when I couldn't do it for myself. And I ain't saying she can't do it for herself. I'm just saying, mama, you're getting up in age to where the point where you ain't the person you used to be. You're a different person now. You still kind and you still loving, but you ain't remembering all the stuff you used to remember. You don't handle everything the way you used to handle it. So when I see you getting stressed out, I'm gonna tell you, man, look, go chill out. You're doing too much. Calm down. I might not always say it like that, but that's what I mean. And if I say it wrong, then I come back later on and try to straighten my face up. You know what I'm saying? Come back and say it the right way. Apologize for the way I said it the first time. But I told her, you know what, I'm gonna make a cake. What kind of cake you gonna make? A Shirley Temple upside down 7-up cake? 2 steps above what you were trying to do? Oh, you think yours gonna? I say, Mom, I make biscuits from scratch. Come on now, don't play with me. You know, I know how to follow a recipe. And I'm explaining to her, you know, I have to explain my YouTube to my mama, like how people do it. So I'm like, Mom, you gotta realize, you will catch a recipe on YouTube. Them folks not gonna give you every step. They gonna leave something out because they want you to come back and watch it again. They want you to rewind it and watch it again. You're running their views up. They gonna leave something out. They gonna leave out the time. So you gonna sit here and they gonna put all this shit together to make this recipe, and then they gonna tell you how long to leave the cake in the oven, or how many degrees to put it on, or whatever. But you know, you was a cake baker, so you pretty much know to make a cake on 325 or 375 or whatever, you know. A nigga like me to put it on 400, 425, like, hey, what's the difference? It's just 25 degrees. Bring your ass outside and it's hot, and then let somebody turn the heat up 25 more degrees and tell me it don't make a difference. It make a difference. But I went in there and I ain't gonna lie, the thing came out, it wasn't just immaculate, but it made whoever look at it look like, I want a slice of that. Let me get 2 slices. Now, I ain't gonna lie, the cake didn't taste bad, but it was stout. That motherfucker was thick. And I'm like, I know 7-Up cake's supposed to be thick, but this was a little thicker than thick. You can cut through it and all that, no problem, but when you get to eat, you're like, yeah, this is a little thick right here. You put some milk on this jack. So, I ended up eating about 4 or 5 slices, but then I took the rest of the shit away, like, I ain't gonna do it. And I was smart enough not to take it to the Thanksgiving dinner. So they clown me. But thing is, at the end of my cake baking, that's when we realized the burner on the bottom of the oven wasn't burning. This just still black. It never turned red. So I mean, but it had to at first. It had to start out like that because the oven reached the proper temperature. You know, it'll beep and let you know when the temperature in the oven is right. When I got through with the cake, it wasn't. The oven was lukewarm. You can stick your hand in there. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying, if that's what it was or, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. And I promise you, when I get this new oven, I will be baking a 7-up cake. I might still have the pictures. I know I deleted them on my phone, but they might still be in my trash can. Cause I was gonna make a video on there. I was gonna make a little short of me baking the cake. Come back and do the voiceover with the ingredients and put it on YouTube. But I wasn't as proud of it as I wanted to be, so I was like I said, if you were looking at presentation, I'd give myself about an 8.59 for presentation. But on the taste, it was like a 4 or a 5 because of how thick it was. You know what I'm saying? I made the glaze and everything. That shit was good. But
continue on I-290.
we're gonna have to try that again. Y'all hitting the like button. I'm still in here. I screenshotted the page from the new channel. So if you go in the community photos and stuff that, then you will see exactly how to get to the new channel. Like I say, once I get somewhere where I can charge this phone up, then I'm gonna jump on the new channel. And I be wanting to give y'all, that's one reason why I stopped posting as much. Because I be wanting to give y'all videos while I'm sitting still. I don't be wanting to be in the loud truck. But it seems like that's just how it's going to have to be. Since I basically live in Pennsylvania on the East Coast now. Running up and down the East Coast every day. Got to hop on the plane to go back to Arkansas. I've been thinking, boy, what if I meet a woman out here and don't want to go back to Arkansas? Impossible. I seen one the other day. But you know me, I ain't no hound like this, so everything I like, look at, don't mean I'm gonna say nothing to them. But I'm probably gonna end up seeing her again. I'm trying to remember where she was. I think she was in New Jersey. She was in New Jersey at the post office warehouse. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Every one of these warehouses I go to, the person that I end up working with, dealing with, meaning like the supervisors, it's always some dudes, but I always end up working with the females. And I just be thinking, I'm like, man, I know Lil Mama straight, like, she got to be doing well for herself. She's boss, or one of the bosses. She, you know what I'm saying? Probably ain't making what I'm making, but I know she's straight. And I respect it, because you get up every day, put your clothes on and go to work. Instead of get up every day, put your wig, your eyelashes on, and try to get $20, $30, $40 out of nigga. $200, $500 out of nigga. $10,000, however much. Go get your own bread. Get you a man and you ball together. You're trying to tear a nigga down so you can be level. You gonna tear a nigga down where he'll work hard for so you can beg another nigga next week, the next day. That shit is not respectable. Not for me, no way. I was thinking about it this morning. I said, man, I need to get on Facebook. I need to make a video pertaining to these trick ass niggas. Like, bro, y'all is contributing to the downfall of the black culture, period, man and woman, by sitting here trying to get these females an easy way out and letting them diminish themselves, who they is, for the little money you give them, you spoon feeding them. I ain't always used to feel like that, but now I be like, man. And these females that do it ain't, I ain't gonna say they ain't smart enough to know the difference, but they not. They not. They think so short term. Like, what is you gonna do when your body ain't the same, when your face ain't the same? How you gonna explain to your kids that y'all got to move out of the condo to the projects? Like God say, when your son can't get them J's no more. Cause mama ate too many seafood bags. Man, we chilling. This really was a PSA to let everybody know that I'm gonna go live on the new channel today. I'm gonna do a Dirty Rotten Scandal. I ain't gonna do that prison center fried on Christmas, but I want to do it closer to Christmas. I'm gonna tell y'all what it's about. But it's about some of that shit that, you know what I'm saying, the bad shit that happened in prison every once in a while. On this occasion, it happened to most people. The same way in the same time and space. That's all I can say. I appreciate y'all for hitting that like button, hit it a little bit more. Come in, man, let me know who you is. Leave come in. And shout out to my boy Took, man. I don't think Took is not near one. He might be late sometime, but he don't miss no video. I need to find my partner Took from Pine Bluff. Man, if I knew dude's real name, I told y'all about the Took before, man. If I knew dude's real name, I'd have been hit his ass up. The only thing I used to trip about is Took and West Side look so much alike. The only difference is Took always black ass gums, nigga always smiling, and he got just a look, but he got more size on than West Side. Both of them small, but two small, like he been doing push-ups. Oh, he's like, he cut up. He ain't super swole, but he ain't frail. West side frail. But the frail motherfucker off something. I'm gonna tell you, like, when I be hearing what's your boy name, Bill Peasy, tell his stories, and he talking about evil folks. Every time he talk about evil folks, I be thinking about Lil West Side, Black Tony. And then I be tripping, I be looking at myself like, nigga, how the fuck you get into it and make enemies for the goddamn hitman? Like, nigga, a hitman, the nigga they pay to go knock niggas off, and he going to go do it. Then done it several times, motherfuckers knowing when they see him, like, hey, man, damn, at West Side, hey, let's go, let's ride. Hey, ain't no telling what this nigga on. You don't know this nigga can't, they been paid 2, 3, 4, 5,000 to come get you a night. All you can know is if you see him and he come to get you, he finna get you, or he gonna try his best. Like, I don't know. I remember it was a West Side of Blood, and there was another blood nigga named Rasul. And they was sitting in the county jail, just chopped it up. I thought they was just all blood homeboys and shit. And, you know, West Side telling us about how he done murked this dude, he done murked this dude, he done did this and that. I'm a hitman, I'm the one they come get when somebody needs to lose their life.
To I-495 North.
I'm like, nigga, alright, whatever. He looked, he said, Rasul, tell him, I tried to kill this nigga. I'm like, huh? And you gonna sit right in his man's face and say, he said, man, shit, he know it. He said, man, I ran this nigga and his mama and his baby mama up in Dunkin' Donuts and was busting at their ass through the window, came up in that bitch, nigga, they was all behind the counter and shit. I'm like, wait a minute. I said, how y'all sitting here? He said, shit, it wasn't nothing personal, bro. The nigga paid me. The nigga paid me, I'm coming to get you. I ain't got no beef with you. I'm like, but he was like, nah, bro, dude, they paid me dead. So shit, I don't owe nobody no more. Nigga, go.
Take exit 26B on the left to I-495.
Can't be me, bro. You sitting in the bed with this nigga, man, this nigga busting you, your baby mama, your mama, nigga. But I know that nigga was scared out of his motherfucking body. And see, the thing about it is, not only the dude like that out there in the street, but he ain't been to the joint and he poked a few niggas. I ain't gonna lie, nigga, we ain't gotten to it. I ain't got the best of the nigga. But we all went to the hole. I woke up that next morning, I didn't even know them niggas, cause you know they had they ain't pepper spray me. Cause when the sergeant clotheslined me and Westside at the same damn time, lanky ass nigga, I can't even think of Sergeant's name right now, that shit'll pop up in my head. Sergeant Tapp. Man, that motherfucker clotheslined the shit out of me and Westside. When he did that, I laid my ass down. Westside hopped back up. As soon as he hopped back up, sprayed the shot at man. It wasn't the last time that nigga got sprayed in the middle of us fighting. That second fight, they sprayed shot that nigga too. They got me, but they ain't get me in my face. He sprayed that shit on my clothes. I just, you know, it was fucking with my nose. But he sprayed in my motherfucking mouth and my eyes. And I ain't go to the hole. I probably ain't tell you how that whole damn story, but what I can say is, when I woke up in the hole, I ain't gonna lie, like I had got prepared. Yeah, he needed it. But now I might well go and tell the whole story how I done whooping the nigga. But I was in a barracks and it wasn't nothing but really, like as far as gang members go, Crips and Bloods, there was some folks in there too. But it was like 8, 9 Bloods, 2 Crips, me, and an old school nigga. When I say old school nigga, this nigga is like heavy set, 56, 57, OG ass, walk with a limp. He ain't finna be fighting, even though a nigga like 10, 15 years ago, this nigga would have been who you wanted on your side. But now this old ass nigga going through it. But I used to relax, man. I used to chill in the county for the most part. I was young, but I wasn't in there starting shit with folks, so it's like I ain't had no beef in the barracks. I'm playing chess with this blood nigga, an older blood nigga. And West Side, I'm trying to think of the nigga name. I'm trying to see if we used to call him something different. Nigga Calvin. We call him nigga Eagle. The name was Calvin Eagle. I had got cool with his big brother, Rudolph. Their daddy name was Randolph. At one point in time, all of us was in the barracks together. I got a cigarette and the police made her lock down. Cause she was like, man, I just told y'all to go back in y'all cell, don't nobody go outside. And I'm gonna get this mess cleaned up and then I'm gonna bring y'all outside to smoke. But since one nigga wanna go out there and smoke, man, I was hot. Like, first of all, nigga, we ain't supposed to have no lighters. We can have all the cigarettes and shit we want. We ain't supposed to have no lighters. She's supposed to come outside and light the cigarette, then everybody else get a light off the next cigarette and so forth and so on. This nigga out there cheaping like a motherfucker, smoking his ass off. Anyway, back to the West Side story. West Side, Calvin Eagle, and a couple more, because these niggas used to be flunkies for West Side. They used to all follow West Side around. Like I say, these niggas was scared dude. Because he was about the smallest one out of all of them. Him and Rasul was about the same size, but Calvin Eagle was taller than him, big, you know what I'm saying, more weight than him. The nigga at the table with more weight than him, but he one of the niggas that wasn't following West Side around. All the young bloods, this nigga was on West Side. So West Side child today, he comes to the table. What's up, Phil, bitch? Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga like to play. So it's not like he said bitch, but he be like, what's up, Phil, bitch? Like B-I-T. So it's like he calling you a bitch, but he not calling you a bitch. So if you say something to him like that, nigga, man, I ain't call you no bitch, bro. That's just how I talk, bro. I ain't say bitch. You know, niggas play like that. It's penitentiary jail ass games. What's up, Phil, bitch? But what it was is, the nigga had got to the point where he started saying, hoe ass nigga bitch. I have never heard this phrase in my life. This is a jail phrase, like this is some penitentiary shit. And everything he do, I ain't been to the jump before at this time. So he always tell, oh, man, you know, this is penitentiary talk, bro. How we talking to penitentiary, bro? You know what I'm saying? I'm back in penitentiary, bro, man. I don't mean nothing by it. I don't mean no hoe ass nigga bitch. But I don't play like that and I don't like this shit. So, I ain't, you know what I'm saying, I ain't with that shit. And I really don't know how to take it. So really I feel like the nigga trying me. But I'm by myself and I'm like, man, but this nigga trying me. So then he get to come around, he like, hey man, what's up, man? Let's catch a little friendly fight. We just go to, I just want to see what your hands like. I'm like, man, friendly fight, nigga, between Bloods and Crips. Or should I say Bloods and Crips? Nigga, first of all, if it was just me and you, and I could trust that I wasn't fit to get jumped, nigga, I'd go to the corner and box your ass. There ain't nobody to be scared to fight. But I'm like, even when you come around playing like that, like you know what I'm saying, let's go catch this friendly fade, it's you and 6, 7 other niggas. And I'm supposed to go down there with y'all, and it's just me. Like a damn dummy. Nigga. Can't nobody see what's going on back there when we go slide down that wall to the corner. That's where we go smoke weed and all this other shit when we trying to hide from the police. We don't want them seeing what we doing. So I'm supposed to go down there with all you niggas for a friendly fade? Come on, bro. This ain't finna be no friendly fade. If it was, then we could go in the cell. Even though the cell ain't that big, but hell, 2 people can go in there and rock out. You know what I'm saying? And come on back about that bitch. No harm, no foul. Nigga might get their shit swollen or lip busted or something, you know what I'm saying? No, bro. But it ain't gonna be too much going on if we just in there fighting, just me and you. We should both be straight when it's over with. So, I'm gonna be 100, man. I sent a message to my big homie, because I had been in the cell with my big homie in another unit. And I'm asking him, like, man, what should I do? I just can't keep letting this nigga play with me, bro. Like, as a man, I don't feel right. I gotta do something. So he hit me back, you know, shot me a kite. And he was like, man, it's a nigga named KP. Big ass nigga named KP in your barracks. He ain't Lokes, but he's from the Ville. He's like, he ain't Lokes, but he's from the Ville. Tell that nigga that you want to fight that nigga, and you need him just to watch your back and make sure you don't get jumped. That's all you need him to do. I'm like, yeah. So, I don't get a chance to holler at the nigga when I find out who he is, but I shot him a kite. He upstairs, I'm downstairs. I let him know what the plan was, this is what I'm about to do. I'm like, hey, bro, I already got all my shit packed and situated to go to the hole. It's a nigga in this barracks, man, that keep calling me out, man. And I think they trying to jump me, but I ain't fit to let it go like that. So I'm fit to take off on a nigga and whoop his ass. Whatever happened, happened. I say, man, but these niggas in the barracks deep. So, you know what I'm saying? Once I fire up on this nigga, man, we get to boxing, just make sure don't none of the homeboy jump in you. You ain't gotta whoop him or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? Put your arm out and stop the niggas from getting to me, whatever you gotta do. Just don't let these niggas jump me, bro. I'm from the Ville, you know what I'm saying? OG Rob told me to holler at you and ask for your aid and assistance. I shot the kite. When I'm coming, they let the top tier out first. I'm on the bottom tier. So they let the top tier out first. About 20 seconds later, they popped the bottom tier doors. Or vice versa, however it was. Either way it goes. My cell back here in the corner. I got to walk counter corner across the barracks to the other side of the barracks, down that wall to get out. Once I cross that barracks, I'm gonna come to the bottom of the stairs. I live behind the stairs over here. Once I cross that way, it's another set of stairs that'll take you upstairs. And under the stairs is a bunch of chairs. And then there's like a glass wall that come beside the stairs and run down that wall. All these blood niggas is already outside. They out there smoking and shit, but you know they waiting on the box. They waiting on the level 9 county jail blood box. West side. When I'm coming out my cell, I'm peeping to see, you know, I done stalled a little bit. So they must have let us out first on the bottom tier. I'm stalling a little bit. The police tell me, hey, if you gonna come out, you can come out, shut your door. So I came out, shut my door. I'm stalling a little bit. I see Westside coming down the steps, right behind him. I'm like, bet, that's perfect. The nigga finna be right here. I'm like, I'm really thinking that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm really thinking that's what's up. Dude, Dude, if you see me trying to get over, why? Oh, I hate when people do this stupid ass shit. Oh, that's why. Seven, 8 feet. Y'all my route switching up because this one it's telling me in my ear. So but yeah, when I see KP coming down the steps behind West Side, I'm like, oh yeah, it's on. So now I'm really hyped. West Side come to the bottom of the stairs and like for some reason he just standing there. Like he waiting on me. But he ain't seen me yet. He looking to the other side. And lo and behold, as soon as that nigga Nick get to turning back this way, caught that jaw. Bing! Knocked his ass out the motherfucking steps. That nigga went over there where the chairs at, like he fell over the rail to where the chairs were.
Right to I-495 south, then exit right.
I remember this shit like this morning. I ain't bent down and started hitting the nigga. I ain't started stomping the nigga or nothing. I snatched him by his collar off the ground, back up to his feet, and threw him up against the wall. Bing, 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 bing. Got to hit him with them goddamn hands. This when I realized this little nigga stronger than he look. So this time he didn't call this motherfucking balance. I done went the wrong damn way. But oh, I gotta put that thing back up.
Turn right on Taylor Street, then take the ramp on the right. Take the ramp on the right to route 2 east, then exit right.
Y'all hold on. Alright, check this out, y'all. I'm gonna end this live. So I can concentrate on undoing what I done did. And then I'm just gonna come back and I'm gonna finish the story West Side on this channel. But we're gonna do that other shit on the other channel. So don't be afraid to take the long road instead of the wrong road. Do things the long way instead of the wrong way. Find somebody to help. Tell somebody you love them. You know I love y'all. Yeah.
In 2.5 miles,